Up next, we have Jamie and Jeremy from Majr. Looking forward to seeing what you guys have.
Hey, thanks, Amy. Can you hear us all right?
Perfect.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm Jamie, founder and CEO at Majr.
Hey, I'm Jeremy, CTO and co-founder at Majr.
So we're going to get to a demo pretty quickly of something that we call a song story. And what we've been up to essentially is figuring out ways to repackage and rebundle the data exhaust that comes off of the creative process. It's kind of the bigger idea is what we sometimes call continuous media, which is to say that we kind of increasingly live in a world where content is never done and in fact kind of shared at the moment of inspiration. And this is actually a pretty radical shift. We were in a world where oftentimes you would never share the first shitty draft. And now you always do. Certainly if you're under 30, you're sharing in online spaces. So we don't think there's any really great tools or plumbing for that. That's what we're building towards. And we're going to give you a demo of what we've been building, in particular for music. And we think of music in some senses as a front runner for a lot of the changes that come to all media. So this is a live app that's in the Apple App Store, and you can check it out. So it's called Majr, M-A-J-R. And this is the fan experience. This is the consumer experience. What you're seeing right now is the most recent artist that launched on our platform, Bo Doran. And what I can do, it's a super modern UI, super snappy. I can just swipe, you get full bleed media. Artists love this because they control the content. There isn't any ads or promoted content in the way. Fans love it for the same reason. It's just super calm. Now let's say I'm a super fan of The Orphan the Poet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe down, and this brings me into their song story. And there's 4 core experiences to every story. Right now you're looking at listen. So I can hit play. I'm not going to risk a play fail because I'm not sure if audio is going to pipe through, but you're able to listen to the track. One of the things that we wanted to do though is bring in that data exhaust that oftentimes never gets seen. So I'm going to tap that branching icon. And for every story, what you get is the acoustic versions, the demo versions, the midnight piano recordings. If the artist has voice memos or production memos, we pull that in and we never take you out of the song. We actually just duck the music and we bring up these clips. Now, there's oftentimes a bunch of ephemeral content, not just in the production process, but that comes out of social sharing. And when you talk to artists, they're on the content treadmill. There's no way to get that content once the algorithm deprioritizes it. Fans will tell you they want a richer catalog. So I'm going to swipe right. We call this gallery. This is the second core experience. And it should look, in some senses, familiar. What I can do is just swipe through this and get live performances, behind the scenes content. I can get the official music video. I can get the performance from last night. Some artists have gone in and updated this with performances while they're on the tour. And so it just becomes a way for the catalog to kind of ever be growing and for the media itself to kind of like infinigrow with however it's coming to life. Now, for the artist, the most important part is the journey for how this comes to life. So I've swiped all the way to the right now, and we call this the song dial. All this is it takes the metadata, the timing of the content, and it maps it out. So I'm using my finger to swipe through time, and I can kind of get a very logical sense of how this particular song came to life all the way. Let's see, we'll go back to this part of the demo I didn't rehearse, and we'll see what happens. All the way down to the first writing session back in 2021. And then we'll move into the present and check out the last performance. Again, this gets dynamically updated. The last experience, the fourth, is called the lyric story. This is awesome because it is exclusive to Majr. You can't find this content anywhere else. And it's the most intimate part oftentimes for the artist. And it's the songwriting, how the verses and the chorus came to life. So if I tap on the play button, any one of these will bring me into kind of candid voice memos that either the artist has given us or we've worked with them to create. So I'm going to hand it over to Jeremy really quickly to show you how an artist would manage and update this content.
Thanks, Jamie. One sec. Let me figure out how to share my screen here. Can you see that, Jamie? Oh, God. Can you guys see my screen?
Sure can.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm logged into artist.major.app as an artist, the orphan, the poet. And what we're looking at here is sort of the list of all of my songs on Major. I only have one. Feeling Good Could Be Better. So let's dive into that. And this is where I go to manage my content on my song story. And so we see we've got the stream here. This is like, chronological order of like all of my posts. A lot of this should look familiar. It's we saw it earlier in the consumer app. And we've got this box here where we could pretty much drop anything, any kind of content we want, whether it's audio, video, images, or just a link to something. And we can tag it, label it. This is the master track or a demo, etc. And it will get pushed up to the consumer iOS app. And yeah, all of this. This is Redwood. This is the website of our project, and the iOS app is powered by the GraphQL API. And I will stop sharing and turn it back over to Jamie.
Awesome, thanks. I should say Redwood was instrumental in accelerating the development of our MVP. We've gotten questions like, can stories apply to film or television? We've gotten asked by artists, can we kind of demarcate content we create versus what gets generated from an AI model? So lots of interesting things coming. Again, this is a live app. So in terms of our asks of you, definitely check it out. It's in the App Store. We love feedback, any and all feedback. So check it out. And we're also, of course, heading into a raise. And so if you or someone you know is aligned to this space, definitely reach out. So with that, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Oh man, I love Majr. I love what you guys are building, and I love having you part of this community. So thank you. Be sure to post some of those links in the chat for the community. So
thanks, David.
Such a pleasure. Well done, and what a great example of a mobile app that's running with Redwood on the API. So, boy, Jeremy, you're an animal. Keep it up.
Right.